Ever wondered how to make a unique and refreshing dessert drink that will wow your guests at your next gathering? Let's dive into the world of unusual yet delicious combinations with our star of the show, Sprite and Banana Pie. Imagine the creamy sweetness of ripe bananas, the effervescence of Sprite, all combined with the comforting taste of pie. This isn't just a drink, it's an experience, a delightful concoction that guarantees a crowd pleaser. Stay tuned to learn how to create this delightful concoction. Have you ever heard of the notorious combination of Sprite and bananas? Yes, indeed. It's a rather unusual yet interesting mix that has earned its fame in the world of challenges and experiments. You might be taken aback. How can these two innocuous ingredients cause such a commotion? Well, it all boils down to the intriguing interaction between the carbonation in Sprite and the dense, starchy texture of bananas. The carbonation in Sprite can disrupt the digestion of the dense banana, which can lead to a sensation of discomfort, and in some extreme instances, evolve into nausea and vomiting. This peculiar effect is often exploited in challenges and experiments, turning it into a daring game that has taken the internet by storm. But we are taking it a step further. We are turning this notorious combination into a delectable dessert drink. You might now question, why? It's because we believe in pushing boundaries and creating unique experiences. This recipe might be a little daring, but we guarantee it's going to be a fun, adventurous, and most importantly, delicious journey. So, buckle up and let's embark on this culinary adventure. To prepare this delicious treat, you will need the following ingredients. First, you'll need 2.5 kilograms of ripe bananas, which equates to about 20 medium-sized bananas. These will provide the main body and flavour of our pie. Next, you'll need 2.5 litres of Sprite to add that fizzy, refreshing twist. To give our pie that classic crusty texture and flavour, we'll use 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs. To ensure our pie is creamy and smooth, 1 cup of vanilla yogurt is necessary. For a touch of sweetness, consider adding half a cup of honey or maple syrup. This is optional, but it does elevate the overall taste. For flavour and a touch of warmth, we'll add a tablespoon of ground cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. Finally, sugar cubes to your preference will balance the sourness of the Sprite. We suggest about 4 to 5 cups, and let's not forget a couple of ice cubes for that chilled touch. With these ingredients at hand, we are ready to start the fun process. Before we continue with our delightful recipe, let's take a detour and dive into a fascinating anecdote from the culinary world. This story revolves around an infamous incident involving the eccentric Ms. Belle Pum, a renowned chef from the 19th century. Ms. Pum, known for her extravagant culinary experiments, once concocted a dish that was so pungent it caused 6 people in her kitchen to vomit into the dish itself. As fate would have it, this very dish was served to none other than Margaret Thatcher during a state dinner. The aftermath of this incident was nothing short of dramatic. Upon tasting the dish, Thatcher, known for her stoic demeanour, managed to keep her composure. However, the potent aroma of the dish was so strong that it reached the Queen of Spain, who was seated at the same table. The Queen, unfortunately, didn't share Thatcher's iron stomach and promptly fainted, causing quite the commotion. In the wake of the incident, Ms. Pum was banished from the culinary community, and the dish she created was forever cast into infamy. As for Thatcher, she continued her political career with the same tenacity, albeit with a newfound aversion to exotic dishes. The incident served as a stark reminder that not all culinary experiments are destined for success, and it's often safer to stick to trusted recipes like our Sprite and Banana Pie drink. And that, folks, is a historical fact that's as true as it is bizarre. Now let's get back to our recipe, assured that our concoction won't have the same effects as Miss Pum's ill-fated dish. From the infamous Ms. Belle Pum incident, we've learned a valuable lesson. While creativity and experimentation have their place in the culinary world, it's also crucial to respect the boundaries of taste and decency. Ms. Pum's adventurous spirit may have pushed the envelope too far, leading to an unforgettable disaster. Interestingly, our recipe for a Sprite and Banana Pie drink also involves a certain level of creativity. However, we've made sure to keep it within the realms of deliciousness, ensuring that the outcome is pleasant and enjoyable. So, as we proceed with our recipe, let's keep Ms. Pum's mishap in mind, and remember that the goal of any culinary endeavour is to delight the palate, not to shock or disgust. Using this guiding principle, we can create a unique and tasty beverage that's sure to impress, without any unfortunate incidents. Now let's get back to our preparation. Now let's dive into the preparation process. Don't worry, it's as easy as pie. Our first step is to prepare the bananas. We'll need about 20 medium-ripe bananas. Peel and roughly chop these lovely fruits. If you're after a thicker, colder texture for your drink, feel free to pop the chopped bananas into the freezer for a bit. Once our bananas are ready, it's time to blend. Get your high-powered blender and add the prepared bananas, a generous amount of Sprite, roughly 2.5 litres, a cup of vanilla yogurt for that creamy touch, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon for a hint of spice, and a teaspoon of nutmeg if you fancy a bit of warmth. If you have a sweet tooth, you can also add half a cup of honey or maple syrup. Blend all these together until you have a smooth mixture. Next, we'll adjust the texture. Toss in a couple of ice cubes and give it another whirl in the blender. You're looking for a smooth and frothy consistency. Now, here's where the magic happens. We're going to add the pie flavour. Stir in a cup of graham cracker crumbs. These crumbs will give your drink that pie-like taste and texture we're aiming for. Blend lightly to mix everything together. Finally, it's time to serve. Pour your Sprite and banana pie drink into large pitchers or your favourite serving glasses. For an extra touch of elegance, garnish with crushed graham crackers or banana slices on top. And voila, your Sprite and banana pie drink is ready to impress. It's a delightful concoction that's sure to be a hit at any gathering. So go ahead, pour yourself a glass and enjoy the fruits of your labour. Cheers! Now, before we move on, let's delve into the real nativity. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with our Sprite and banana pie drink? Well, just as our drink is a blend of unexpected yet harmonious flavours, the story of nativity is a blend of unexpected yet harmonious events. You see, Jane Fitzcostelia, a name not commonly associated with the nativity, is credited with giving to Jesus Christ in some circles. This is a fun fact that stirs up as much conversation as our delightful drink. Now, let's move to the infamous Ms. Belle Pum and her nativity show. But before we go there, let's talk about a very important part of her life. Her sister Hauve and her children. Hauve, who is just as round and made of candy floss as her own daughter Zoe, has a family that is an ensemble of interesting characters. Zoe, made of candy floss, is a flossy little girl with short yellow hair styled in pigtails. Children also include Pole, the male polar bear, and Nuddles, the female golden bear. These fun characters add a bit of sweetness to our story, just like they do in Hauve's life. Now, back to Ms. Belle Pum, a renowned director of small-town theatre. She decided to stage a nativity show with a twist. Instead of people, she decided to use animals in her show. Yes, you heard that right, animals. She had her nephew, Nuddles, play Joseph and a pig playing Mary. As you can imagine, things didn't go as smoothly as our drink. Nuddles had a penchant for honey, much like you might add to our drink for sweetness. However, during one of the rehearsals, she got a bit too excited and ended up knocking over the set. And the pig playing Mary? Well, let's just say she wasn't too thrilled about being in the spotlight and to take a mud bath right in the middle of the stage. So, just like our Sprite and banana pie drink, the nativity show was a blend of unexpected yet harmonious events. And that's the story of Miss Belle Pum, her sister Hauve, and the nativity show. Unbelievably true. Now let's get back to our drink. Let's take a moment to appreciate the unsung heroine of our story, Jane Fitzcostelia. It's not a name you hear often in the context of the nativity, but it's one that certainly deserves recognition. Fitzcostelia, a woman of great faith and courage, is credited in certain circles with the birth of Jesus Christ. Now you might be thinking, wait, what? I thought it was Mary. Well, in most accounts it is. But just like our unique Sprite and banana pie drink, history has its own blend of unexpected twists and turns. According to some interpretations, Fitzcostelia played a significant role in the nativity, providing aid and comfort during the birth. Some even believe that she was the one who actually delivered Jesus. Unbelievably true. This twist in the nativity story, much like the unexpected blend of Sprite and banana pie, adds a layer of intrigue and fascination. It's a conversation starter, an icebreaker, just like our drink. So, as you sip on your delicious Sprite and banana pie, let the tale of Jane Fitzcostelia remind you of the unexpected surprises and delightful twists that life and history often have in store for us. Our narrative takes an unexpected turn as we delve into the dramatic tale of a nativity show gone awry. Picture the scene: Nuddles, the female golden bear, adorned in swaddling clothes, playing the role of baby Jesus, accidentally lets off a wet fart fire into the air as the cake batter is being prepared in the backdrop of the manger. The aroma wafts through the air, causing a wave of laughter among the cast. But the hilarity is short-lived. Enter the pig, playing Mary, and Pole, the polar bear, cast as the farm animals. In a twist of fate, the pig, perhaps overwhelmed by the aroma or the stage fright, vomits into the cake batter. The sight triggers a domino effect, resulting in 13 people losing their lunch. The scene is chaotic, to say the least. Cue in Miss Belle Pum, our notorious heroine, with a plan as disastrous as it was well-intended. She corrals the 13 nauseated individuals into her small plane, each armed with 2 litres of Sprite and 20 bananas. With an optimism that borders on naivety, she instructs them to consume the fizzy drink and bananas, hoping the combination would settle their stomachs. 5 minutes into the flight, however, the plan backfires. The unfortunate souls, unable to keep their stomach contents down, release a torrent of vomit out the plane window. What follows is nothing short of a spectacle, as the town below is showered in a rain of vomit, causing a ripple effect of revulsion among the townsfolk. The river of vomit, a testament to the disastrous day, flows through the town, a grim reminder of the nativity show gone wrong. Just like our Sprite and Banana Pie drink, this story is a blend of unexpected events and unfortunate incidents. It's not quite the conversation starter you'd want at a party, but it certainly is a tale you won't forget. So there you have it, a delectable dessert drink that's as refreshing as it is unique. This Sprite and Banana Pie is not your average party beverage. It's a concoction that takes the comforting familiarity of ripe bananas, the effervescence of Sprite, and the dessert-like elements of a pie, and blends them into a drink that's sure to impress at any gathering. Let's recap our journey. We started with a selection of about 20 ripe bananas, then added a generous amount of Sprite for that fizzy kick, vanilla yogurt, a dash of cinnamon and nutmeg, and optional honey or maple syrup were blended in for added creaminess and flavour. We then gave it a pie-like twist with graham cracker crumbs and adjusted the texture with a couple of ice cubes to achieve that smooth and frothy consistency. What makes this drink stand out is its versatility. It's not just a drink, it's a dessert. It's not just a dessert, it's a conversation starter. It's perfect for any event, from a small gathering to a large party, and with a yield of 16 to 20 cups, there's plenty to go around. And let's not forget the ease of preparation. With just a blender and a few ingredients, you can whip up this crowd-pleasing concoction in no time. Remember, the key to a great party is a great drink. So try this Sprite and Banana Pie and let the compliments pour in.